Hello, and welcome back to Perfection. We have finished Perfect 2, on to Perfect 3. I think I saw a snake, probably with a 3 on the floor, in that brief instant. Let's see what the iteration is. This Perfection business tires me out, Beethro huffed. Think I'll get out of here today. How many floors do I gotta tromp through? Well, there is at least a 4th floor, looks like. Okay, so this one... Well, here's our killing spot. This actually... These rooms aren't really puzzle rooms. These are... I guess... If we wanted to optimize, there would be a little bit to it, but, vertical. Now you're gonna go horizontal at the perfect timing. Okay. Nice. Went pretty nicely. Right, they tell me to go on this side. Let's be contrarian and go against the arrow. Okay, well, that gives me some information, I suppose. Okay, there's a brain specifically where I'm standing. By hitting restart, I can see if there's a brain under the sword, because there'd be a blood splatter when I hit R, but there isn't. That was kind of useless to figure out in that way. Okay. So what's going on here? We have a bunch of brains, and... sorry, not a bunch of brains, a bunch of brained roaches. And I have to release all of them at once. So that forces me to do this. And then from here, the hardest part is going to be surviving, although even after that, let's do a quick count. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Well, I actually can't yet, because the numbers are going to be different when we... Yeah, that didn't work. Just gonna try to sneak through this way. I don't think there's any way I can realistically run through there, so I'm probably gonna have to... Yeah, because I'm not gonna be able to get through that way. Let's see. So I don't like my odds there, so what we're gonna do is this. There we go. I guess we'll wait another cycle. In fact, let's just do that with some more of these. There we go. So yeah, I was not fancying my chances there, so I think this little trick... So now what happens if I do this? Get a lot of roaches. Okay, eventually they are gonna catch up. Ah, and they got released, okay. I'm wondering if I needed to get all of them stuck. Because these two got out because... Why? Because as I ran this way, the roaches shuffled around and it gave them space to move, and then they could all get out. So these two would escape if I went north, enough to allow these roaches to shuffle. Anyway, As stands, what am I looking at? 4, 8, 12, 16, 22? That's doable. It's doable, but it's gonna be a lot of work. Ah. I can't quite get in. I guess I just wait. But isn't this where it was last time? Yeah, this is exactly the same. Here... Yeah, I don't have the ability to get around, so... I got in. You know what? It's doable. It's doable. But let's just make it a lot easier. Oh. Here you go. There we go. I guess I can drop these at any time, it's fine. These last two, I'm not actually going to be able to put in there. But if I do this... I mean... will eventually work. Okay. All right. Let's just do this. Okay, yeah, not too bad as long as you see the trick. Trying to actually do it as a straight-up horde room would have been, well, probably impossible, actually. But, doing them... stealing the queens like that made what looked like a horde room into actually a linchpin room. Speaking of which, we have roach queens that we do not want to let escape. So we have to... there's no brain. Okay, that's good to see. Just good to be aware of, rather, I should say, because that does change how things are, so you need to know whether you're dealing with brains or not, especially when they're force arrows that could toggle whether you're brained or not, which side of the arrow you're on. But here, if I wait, yeah, you guys go down. Do I want you to do that? No, because if you go to the very bottom, I lose. Okay, so I have to enter on this tile, and I have to do that on the first move. Then I need to wait. Okay. So the thing is, if I try to do that, yeah, it's gonna go bad. So I need to... How many roaches do I need in here? So if I flood the whole place... Well, I mean, that's probably the easier solution, isn't it? Just to not think about it and just do this. This is definitely not the quick way. Whoops, I needed to do that a lot sooner, and I didn't get down far enough. Okay. There we go. This is still not great, though. Okay, well, I don't want to solve it this way. It might actually be required, but I feel like there's probably a more elegant solution somewhere. So let's just wait until you can move down, like, 5-ish? No, that's not going to work, because then even if I manage to deal with the one, the other one's just going to escape. See, what if I did something like this? Okay, well, I've got you both onto the same side now, for what that's worth. I feel like I probably could have gotten this one out. Yeah. Something like that. Well, what if I wait 2 turns here? There we go, that's 1 out. And I do need them both to come out from this side, because if they come out this side, they get stuck in here. Okay, so that's 1 out. It's going to spawn a bunch of roaches that are going to be a pain to deal with, though. Then for you, what I actually want is for you to switch sides. So I think 15 might actually be a good time to go. No, because that wasn't... I mean, I could do this. So where do I want you to move? Maybe move 2 more? No, I think I wanted you up a bit more. So let's try to do it so you can go from here to here. That's the plan. So that was... When did I start moving? Here. Let's wait. 3 turns-ish. There we go. Here we want to go on 5. Why do we want you there? We want you there because now we need to go down this way and get around you, which is never going to happen unless we just flood this whole room. So maybe this wasn't a good plan. There's not really any way I can get from here around here and push you. Well. No. I just can't get around it. Is this doable without just flooding the entire thing? Part of the problem is getting around all these roaches. Like if I... do this... There we go. Didn't quite get far enough over. No. Okay, so I think what I actually want to do here then is get some amount of roaches in here so that these roaches trap this roach queen when I make that swoop across. Now, thing is, yeah, there's so many roaches that have piled up now. There's a problem. Yeah, because if I could keep moving, I could get these ones to trap this. So I think what I actually want to do here then something like this. Nope. Okay, well, if I did something like that, and then wait for the right timing, I could possibly go at 10. Nope, that's too early. What I'm trying to do now is get you to spawn. So let's try 15. Wait, why does that take so much longer? When I go 10, it doesn't work. If I'm 10... Oh. Okay, I didn't start going down fast enough. Nope. Okay, so this started running, so the reason I'm doing this... There we go. Is to clean up this backlog here. Oh, you know what I could actually do, probably? Well, no, I was saying I could spawn a roach here. Does that really help me? It might. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if I do something like this, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, this Roach Queen is actually causing a ton of problems here. I don't think there's any way I could have actually sniped her. I guess I could have trapped her on the arrow, potentially. We want to do one more turn than that. You down there. Wait here for another spawn. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, we don't want to get a roach on there. Okay, so now we need to time you so that you get stuck right here. That's the or better yet, actually, let's get you stuck here. So spawn 3 roaches, that's fine. 3, so yeah, okay, I didn't manage to keep you in there. I think this is going to eventually get me somewhere. So how many turns is it when I go south? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what I'm thinking. Okay. So we go 6 before spawn. Excellent. Ah. And that lets me easily switch sides. Because now from here, I can just clear out most of these roaches. Okay. These two, are they gonna... They are gonna do that. That's nice. Okay. So then from here, we just wait a turn, push you down, and then we wait until like 29. There we go. Okay, that was way more efficient than the other stuff I was trying. Okay, not bad. Snakes. They're definitely getting trickier. This is a lot harder than the previous level. So I haven't had any notifications pop up today. Has it been slow Caravelnet day? I hope I'm connected and I'm getting score credit for these. Just because, no. Stream does not record. Okay, well this one doesn't. Just so that in my, on the website afterwards, it'll show that I've completed all of the rooms, because it is something I would like to have. Okay, well, we've got mud instead of tar, but it isn't... Wait, no, never mind, this is the snake room. It's a snake room. Okay, so we have to... Well, you might say something interesting. Blowing up the bombs will instantly kill all of the mud spawners. Okay. Oh, I do a tar spawner. Interesting. Different for some reason. So I cannot cross this line of force arrows. Which means that this tar must be what kills the snake. Right, because no bomb explosions get in there. Yeah, so I can't time a bomb explosion to hit the snake. So it must be tar. You are just going on this loop for forever. You're gonna say something?
This should be a good test to see if the adventurer can use perfect technique.
I don't like the sound of that. So I can probably survive, like if these things spawn, when they spawn. I can... Thing is... Okay, I mean it shortened once. But this isn't gonna work if I just do this over and over, is it? Because timing should be a little bit different now. Yeah. Because the serpent's now one behind where it used to be. So this means... I need to... I need to find a way to... hold a stable position where... Well, okay, I just saw something.
This should be a good test to see if the adventurer can use perfect technique.
So perfect. Oh boy. I'm sure this isn't the intended solution, but it will work. Okay, I just need a little bit more. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's about the time. Every 26 I turn around. Protect myself. I mean, I don't know that this isn't the intended solution. It just doesn't seem very LarryMurk to me. Probably what I was supposed to do is dance around in such a way that I get a line of tar babies forming under my sword. And since I can't check... Whoops, since I can't check CaravelNet right now, apparently, I can't check that this is... you know, that the first place score isn't like, you know, 300 moves or something. Which is what I would check. I wouldn't actually check what the first place solution is, but I would check that it was, you know, not 9,000. But anyway, as you can see, I will eventually clear space so that I can get to the bomb.
That was not the perfect technique. The serpent can be killed before it completes 2 loops.
Well, that answers that question. Do you want to give that a try? Hold on. Oh no. Continue playing from there, that's fine. Is there a checkpoint in this room? There is, okay. Just in case I end up deciding that I want to go with that solution. So it can be completed before the serpent makes 2 full loops. Two full loops? Well, hold on.
This should be a good test to see if the adventurer can use perfect technique.
That's 1 loop. That's 2 loops. And there. So you're saying that in 120 turns I can have killed the snake. So I get basically 3 or 4 tar babies for that. Oh, well,
This should be a good test to see if the adventurer can use perfect technique.
Okay, this first cycle doesn't matter. This cycle... Oh, whoops. Right, you're gonna move first. No, this way I'm thinking, like, it's a lot faster. What I'm thinking right now is a lot faster. But it's not going to be perfect. Because from here... Whoops. There we go. Shorten it again. Right. So you can probably see what I'm doing with this. Every 2 loops, I get to shorten the snake by 1. Now... Yeah, again. I guess I just want to keep my sword facing this way, probably. Fine. This is a weird room, like... Having it... Might want my sword facing the other way here. Not quite. Needs a little bit more. Oops, needs to be here. Yeah, okay, so this is the point where I need to turn my sword around. It's fine. And from here... Well, that was not... Oh.
That was not the perfect technique. The serpent can be killed before it completes 2 loops.
That was a much better solution. 56th place tie. Yeah, okay. So still... It's working now. So... Alright, I completed it twice with that turn. Okay, well yeah, 131 is the perfect move. So 131 moves. And I'm out the door. So yeah, killing it in 120 basically. Blowing up the bombs You want to do it before that final spawn, probably, because that would make things a lot more convenient. So if I want to actually do this... Again, I don't have to. I could just leave. Hmm. Problem here is to complete 2 full loops. I'm going to have potentially not even 120. Like, if I have a tar baby, because I'm looking, if I want something stable, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's already 150 moves in tar babies. Assuming that I somehow have like the mud going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on mud, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on tar, and then somehow it's also over here. That's already too long. So that's not the way that this is done at all. So is it possible to do... Well, no, because doing what I just did, even if I managed to shorten the serpent twice with each tar baby, that's still not going to be enough. Detonating the bombs early doesn't...
This should be a good test to see if the adventurer can use perfect technique.
Going through the... I can't, like, sneak through the back here and do anything. I mean, there don't seem to be a lot of options here. And if literally the only thing that can shorten this is the tar baby, which of course is going to move after the serpent, I don't think there's any way where I can use the tar baby twice, like 2 turns in a row, because of the tar baby's here. Serpent shortens. The next turn, tar baby necessarily moves off. Unless it was here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a tar baby ride the serpent to this position.
This should be a...
That's the only thing I can think of that would make any sense for this. Okay, so these guys don't matter. So this is why I asked to complete the first loop. Let's be a bit smarter about this part. Go, I was too slow. Okay, here we go. How do I deal with... do I deal with this? Because here, I don't really have any leeway. So what I can have done is I can have already blown up that tower at this point, because I don't need it. After this baby spawns... After that baby spawns... I don't need that anymore. And I wait a turn, come over here.
Now that's perfect technique. Killing the serpent one segment at a time would be quite boring.
If you say so. I actually kind of enjoyed my first solution. It was kind of absurd. But yes, and that should be, yeah, first place tie. Okay, we got it. Mimic again. Probably. This is probably saying, kill all of these tar babies without your sword ever facing the way that you want it to face. Okay, so probably what we actually want then is something like this. I'm actually going to guess the other way. It's not going to matter. So I can do that. That's interesting. So why did those ones separate like that? What happened? It's just a turn order function, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one I do there. And then from here... Oh, that actually got me one more move somehow. If I go the other way, do I get more leeway? I notice that this isn't symmetrical. I have more space to work with on... Well, it's the same space. I don't think it matters which way I do this, but I'm probably wrong. Yeah, okay. I liked facing the other way more, it just felt more natural to me. It's going to be slower though, because it's going to be the wrong face. Well, it's not going to be a matter. It's not going to matter because I have to face in a particular direction anyway. I do have to place it there. I can't be sneaky about just staying on the trapdoor and dealing with everybody that way. So my choices here, I mean, I can wait and then do that, or I can step forward and do that. It's the same. It doesn't actually, those two things are not meaningfully different. That is meaningfully different, and it's worse. But so here, from here, if I do this, I get to the end. If I do this, I also get to the end. So again, those are not meaningfully different. Here, So, interestingly, doing this actually worked out to be the same. I was not expecting that. But I'm always one short. What can I actually do differently at any point here? There's no way. I mean, I can rotate my sword. I just can't face in a certain direction. I don't know how rotating my sword actually helps me here, though. If I do this, and then did something like that, I just end up in a bad spot. Yeah. There's no other sword orientation that would actually make a difference here. Because there's no way to deal with these from any other orientation. Just because of turn order. They're not going to separate, so I can't do the backswiping trick. And then facing to the west obviously doesn't get me past them either. But now I feel like I've exhaustively checked every single combination of moves, and obviously I haven't because I haven't solved the room yet. Staying on the trapdoor doesn't help me because they're going to be coming directly at me, which forces me to put my sword in an orientation I don't want. Yeah. I'm playing around with this stuff. Doesn't actually change anything. This is a one-time thing. In the corner. Yeah. There's just no other way of dealing with this. Not... I don't think it's LarryMurk's style to have a silly secret wall hidden somewhere that's gonna solve the solution. And even though I can rotate, like there's no reason to try coming at it with a different angle. We don't have any way of offsetting. We don't have any way of offsetting the two sword orientations between Beathro and the Mimic. The fact that this is closer to one side than the other doesn't matter because I have all the time I want to go wherever I need to. Do this. This is just the same as what I did on the other side. Yeah, and that's obviously not going to work. Yeah, waiting once doesn't seem to do good things for me. I mean, that felt different, but it didn't get me anywhere new. There's no way, because of how these are set up, there's no way to get them stuck on each other. Doing this. Doesn't get me anywhere. Obviously doing this doesn't help me. That was interesting. How do your turn orders do something weird somewhere along the way? No? You didn't do what I was expecting. Why? Why do you do something different? Because of that, because you're tied onto the wall. Never mind. That's not actually interesting. I mean, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, which isn't going to get me anywhere. All right, well, let's exhaustively do this. Do we have to put the Mimic here? Let's just go through every single possible combination of inputs. Does the Mimic have to go here? Is there any possible way we can solve the room without that happening? The only way the Mud Baby is ever going to die, it's not character Mud Baby, it's just a Mud Baby. The only way it's ever going to die is if this orb is sit. Therefore, Mimic must go here, and I need to get to at least this tile before I turn, which means that Mimic cannot be facing horizontally here, so it must be at a diagonal. Any other orientation does not allow me to get past the first two tar babies. It's a turn order. One, no, it's not the Mud Baby. Oh, one's the Mimic, right? Okay, so as far as symmetry goes, it does not matter which way my sword is facing diagonally. These are effectively the same because I can do this, or I can do this, and that's effectively the same. Okay, so from there, is it best to have your sword on the outside? Well, that's pretty easy to check. So if I do this, I can get through them all, but I'm in the corner. If I'm doing it this way, I have to back up. Obviously significantly worse. So if we've determined that this is the starting sequence of moves, and it can be mirrored, does anything that we do have any effect on these tar babies? I don't think it does. I think they're always going to move in this sequence because there's nothing blocking them. And the only way we can potentially block them is to have our sword facing in a direction that we can't have it. So it's impossible to block these tar babies. They are going to come at this rate. So from here, my options for how to first engage with them are step forward, okay. We have wait, and do a diagonal. Same. Is there another possibility? Step forward, we had wait and do a diagonal. If we step forward diagonally at this point, it's bad because that's costing us a move. So I guess those are the two options, right? Step forward or wait. And do a diagonal strike. In either case, we get to here at the same time. So from here, the options are we can try to kill them that way, or we can go all the way down and then kill them like that. In either case, we end up in the same spot. There's no reason to do any hybrid of the two. We just kind of end up in the same spot anyway. So from here, assuming that every single move has been forced, I don't see any possible deviation from that sequence of moves. This has to be how the room starts. So from here, well, if we charge them, obviously bad, because again, we want to I don't think doing rotation helps at all. Because even if we were not rotated here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually worse. So doing the rotation doesn't help. So we can go forward like that, it's just not good. We can go forward diagonally, which then gets us something like that, but then we're in a corner again. We can retreat from them diagonally and get down here. But again, we're off by 1. And at any point, does rotating our sword help at any point in this sequence? Gets us down to 1. Dipping down here just gets us the extra 1 as well. And this star baby is on the same side of us in every version of this. So I think this is just impossible. Like there's no possible sequence. You can't get the tar babies stuck on each other. Okay, turn order, these are all as you'd expect. Yeah. So it's just these three that are weird. So I think I just have to stop because I have exhaustively checked every single possible sequence of inputs and didn't find a solution. Which means that there's an input that I'm not realizing I can make. There's an input that I'm not realizing I can make somewhere along the way. Mimic has to be put here, right? There's no other way to ever hit this orb. All of these are solid walls. These are all solid walls. So we must... put the mimic here. Hitting this early is never good. Like, this is such a simple room. Like, the way it's set up is so simple. But it just doesn't seem like there's anything you can do to affect the way things work. Said waiting on the trapdoor is terrible because, well, I'm forced to do this in order to defend myself. Otherwise, things go horrendously wrong. I keep thinking it's like the fact that I can rotate my sword, but there's not really any meaningful way that I can rotate my sword. The only way to get you guys stuck on anything is to hold these guys up with my sword. Yeah, there's only two possible ways I can deal with them when I'm in this situation. I have to do that, or I can run away slightly. Oops. So watching the back ones, if I do this, they just line up like that. If I do this, they line up in the same way. Okay, it was the rotation. The end. Oops. Making those, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rotations somehow saved me. Well, it is 7 moves, yeah. So 6 moves to rotate all the way around, but that gives you 7 rooms of space. Okay, so yeah, it's just a counting issue.
There are some things I must explain. Meet me upstairs in the octagon chamber.
Octagon
I hate it
chamber.
when people act like I want to talk to them.
Octagons don't have four sides. We have to go to perfect eight for that. Okay, well here's the triangle, as predicted. Should be a square next. 3 brains. Three tar babies. 3 serpents. So what's going on with this room? Well, if we just kill everything, we can then chase them into the corridor again. So that's the easy way. Relatively easy. I mean, we're dodging 3 brain serpents the whole time. Alternatively, would it be possible... I'm wondering if it would be possible to use these diagonals to get a snake, like snake head and tar baby or something. I don't think so. I think that's... just asking for trouble. Okay, well, speaking of trouble, let's just kill the brains, and then we'll deal with serpents the easy way. This is the same as the line at this point. Can you do that, please? Thank you. That didn't work. Okay, let's just... Why didn't it work? Because you are on... There we go. That's better. Okay.
3 points determine a triangle. The triangle is unequaled in structural integrity.
Alright, so that was perfect 3. I didn't see any secrets this time. Definitely a step up in terms of difficulty. This room was pretty tricky. This room... found 3 different solutions to this room. And then this one, it was just a silly little thing there that it took me a while to realize. Okay, so onward to Perfect 4 next time. The Octagon. I don't know, that sounds like Perfect 8, so I'm skeptical, but we'll see. Perfect 4 next time. I will see you then.